Well, we got a lot of rain yesterday, so it's cold and wet outside, so I thought I'd have to do some stuff inside. I kind of dug through my trash stuff that I metal detected, and I threw in a trash bucket. So I thought I'd kind of dig through there and kind of go through what was in there. And this band, it's just a metal band, but you can see that it's got a diamond on it. I just thought that was kind of interesting. And I was hoping these might have some kind of writing on them, but that's so corroded that I can't tell. I don't think there's anything on that. Now this one here looks like it has an E engraved into it, which is kind of interesting because my dad always put his name on everything, so that could have been something that my dad chiseled into that or punched into it. And I thought this was trash, but it's some kind of old tube. And my husband said maybe airplane glue or something, which would make sense since one of my brothers used to put together model cars and airplanes. I mean, way back in the 60s. So that makes sense. And those weird things I found that NT8 said were probably insulation tabs. This is a piece of glass that was right by the tabs, and when I was going through just kind of clearing out this dirt, and these two tabs fell out of the dirt inside the glass. So now I know for sure that those tabs were in this jar at one point. And I just want to say, my metal detector, I'm actually pretty happy with it because it actually picked up something this thin. I mean, this is just a really thin piece of wire. And my metal detector saw that. And it was probably about 4 inches deep. So I was real happy with that, and the fact that it picked up the pellet and that one little tiny primer. So I think it's working out pretty good. I like it. And I also cleaned off this old thing. I found this yesterday, and I thought it was just a piece of pipe, but it looks more like it was a piece of a handle off of something. And it has a hole here and a hole here. So at one point this was probably round. I don't know. It has a couple little knobby looking things there. So hard to say what it was once upon a time. Oh yeah, I'll show you yesterday's trash too, just so you know that, yeah, I do dig trash. Some pull tabs, a can bottom, probably aluminum, and some springs out of a chair, and a washer. So yeah, miscellaneous junk from yesterday. Now also yesterday I went over into my sister's yard a little bit, and I was getting some really low hits on some fairly good size items. And I know that yard, the people that used to have it a long time ago, it was pretty junked up. So I'm sure that there's probably a lot of just old iron junk in there. But I'm probably going to try to dig some of it and just see what it is if it's not huge, because I don't want to tear up her yard too much. But yeah, be interesting to see. And you know, it's always hard to decide whether you should dig something like that or not. But with it being so low of a tone. And I could tell by the outline, you can kind of tell the outline of it, that some of them are kind of big. So, yeah, we'll see. Oh, another thing I did want to say is I took my coins over to my sister's house, and she has a lighted magnifying glass, and I looked through them, and some of the ones I thought were wheat pennies are actually not, because I could see the memorial building on the back of them with a lighted magnifying glass. So definitely going to have to get me a lighted magnifying glass too. And, you know, that's just how it goes. But I have found, I found a lot of coins. They're just not really worth anything. But it's history.